Let's shift our focus to a different kind of analysis, one that many people find particularly stressful: managing a high debt burden. Imagine someone struggling to make ends meet each month, juggling multiple credit card payments and loans with high interest rates. This scenario, sadly, is all too common. It's what we're calling the high debt burden scenario. Sam, Taylor, let's dive into some strategies for navigating this tricky situation. Taylor, starting with you, what comes to mind when you think about tackling a mountain of debt?
Panic, mostly. It feels overwhelming, right? I think about those different debt repayment methods I've heard about, like the snowball and the avalanche. But honestly, I'm not totally clear on how they work or which is better.
That's a great place to start. Sam, can you break down those two methods for us? Our first question for this section was about different approaches to debt repayment.
Absolutely. The debt snowball method focuses on building momentum. You list your debts from smallest balance to largest, regardless of interest rate, and focus on paying off the smallest one first. Once that's cleared, you roll the amount you were paying on that debt into the next smallest, and so on. It's psychologically rewarding because you see quick wins early on. The debt avalanche, on the other hand, prioritizes paying off the debts with the highest interest rates first, regardless of the balance. This method saves you the most money in the long run because you're tackling the most expensive debt first.
So if I understand correctly, snowball is about motivation and avalanche is about maximizing savings.
Precisely.
That's a perfect summary, Taylor. Our second question revolves around negotiating with creditors and debt consolidation. Sam, could you elaborate on these options?
Negotiating with creditors directly can be surprisingly effective. Explain your situation honestly and propose a lower interest rate or a modified payment plan. They might be willing to work with you to avoid losing you as a customer. Debt consolidation involves taking out a new loan, often at a lower interest rate, to pay off multiple existing debts. This simplifies your payments and can save you money on interest if you secure a favorable rate. However, there are fees to consider, and it's crucial to avoid accumulating more debt on the consolidated loan.
Knowing exactly how much you owe, to whom, and at what interest rate is vital before you can even begin to strategize. It also highlights the importance of qualitative data, like your risk tolerance. Are you comfortable with a potentially longer repayment period if it means lower monthly payments?
Excellent connection, Taylor. Sam, our final question for this section focuses on the long-term impact of high debt.
Carrying high debt can significantly impact your financial health and well-being. It limits your ability to save for the future, invest, and handle unexpected expenses. High debt levels can also negatively affect your credit score, making it harder to qualify for loans or secure favorable interest rates in the future. Addressing debt frees up resources, reduces stress, and allows you to build a stronger financial foundation.
So to recap, we've covered the snowball and avalanche methods for debt repayment, negotiating with creditors, and exploring debt consolidation. Sam highlighted the long-term benefits of reducing your debt burden. Taylor, what's your main takeaway from this discussion?
For me, it's the importance of having a clear understanding of your debt and then choosing a strategy that aligns with both your financial situation and your personality. Whether it's the motivating snowball or the financially savvy avalanche, finding the right fit is key.
Excellent point. For our listeners, the call to action is this: list all your debts, including interest rates and minimum payments. Then explore the resources available for debt management, like credit counseling services or online debt repayment calculators.